Alright, so this don't go along with the regular content that I post, but I came across this story and I decided to keep it in the collection of things I react to because this is exactly how I lost my uncle. I haven't had closure yet. For those of y'all who've been here, I told y'all that I'm procrastinating on going back to Grenada because usually it'll be a trip that my uncle or my dad would plan. Whenever he was going to Grenada, that's when I would go. There has never been a time that I went to Grenada without my uncle, and if I go now, this would be the first time. So I'm not ready for that type of pain.
When I first started this YouTube channel, I never thought that this is how I would end up. But this has been possibly the hardest week of my entire life. Now, some of you guys may have noticed that I have not posted a single video for the past week or so. And that's really because I've been in excruciating pain. And this is something that I never even thought I would be making a video about. But things happen. Life happens. And I feel like this video is really just a reminder to myself and a reminder to you guys that no matter what happens, your goal is to keep pushing through every single trial and tribulation. But for the past week, I have been losing sleep. I have been in excruciating pain. I have stitches, damn near broken right foot, stitches on my whole leg. My left leg is completely screwed up. As you guys can see, this arm, like I'm down bad right now, yeah. And I'm going to be completely honest. That's the reason why I haven't been posting. Because what happened in this past week is something that I never expected to happen. This is not something that you plan to happen. And it's even gotten to a point where I'm in contact with lawyers. It's even gotten to a point where I'm really debating whether or not I should just leave where I am. I thought I was safe where I am. I figured paying the high price, living in the good neighborhood would protect me. But it didn't, bro. It really didn't. Like, I've been rethinking so many things over the past couple of days. And it's like I'm at a point in my life where I know a decision needs to be made. Whether it's leave the city that I'm from, whether it's leave the building that I'm in, whatever needs to happen. Because at the end of the day, my safety and my health and my well-being, is more important than anything else. So it's just been a lot with lawyers. It's been a lot with realtors. It's been a lot with trying to figure out how to eat. I've been door dashing every single day because it hurts for me to walk. I could barely cook my own food. I could barely take a shower by myself. I could barely put clothes on. This is the first day in a very long time that I've been able to actually put an outfit on. But
what happened?
About a week ago.
Thank you.
There was a major accident, okay? And I don't want to say I knew it was coming, but I kind of expected it to happen at one point or another. And that's the reason why I feel like mentally I'm okay, which is what matters the most. But physically, I'm hurt, right? So about a month and a half ago, or about a month or so ago, I bought my dream motorcycle, bro. I'm talking about from head to toe, the motorcycle that I've been thinking about for years. And it was fun while having it because that shit is completely gone. It's completely totaled.
I'm not going to say getting in a motorcycle accident isn't something crazy, because it is. And it's sad that you got banged up. But the way you came on here, it's like, did you like 50 Cent? Or niggas try to do you like Denzel at the end of Training Day? I thought you got shot. Or I thought somebody broke in your house and beat you up and robbed you. Listen, I'm not taking away from the fact that you got hurt. But you a dramatic ass nigga.
Thank God that this is all that happened, right? I got scratches all over my arm. This arm is 10 times worse than what this arm looks like. The arm looks, or the leg on my left leg looks like this plus this combined. My right leg has like a severely sprained ankle, damn near broke my foot bones. Like it's just not good. And on top of that, I have stitches on my entire leg, cuts on my entire leg. It's covered right now with this bandage for obvious reasons, but thank God that this is all that happened.
Yeah.
Because if you guys were to see the motorcycle and see the car, which I don't have a picture of, it could have been a lot worse. Thank God I didn't break my neck. Thank God I didn't hurt my back. Thank God I didn't break any bones or my shoulders or my collarbone or my... Like, thank God a couple scratches and a couple stitches was the worst of my injuries, bro.
Bro. Yeah.
But it's really time to just get up out of here because the drivers in this city, the drivers in Miami, if you don't already know, are probably the worst drivers ever. And it was such an unnecessary accident. And that's the reason why part of me is in pain mentally. Part of me is in pain spiritually because it's like the fact that...
Yo, bro, I'm going to keep it a beam with you. You were on a motorcycle. Now, it don't matter what city you in. It don't matter what country you in. You're on a motorcycle. I have a friend who lost his life on a motorcycle in Hawaii. He was in the military. Rest in peace, Stuart. My uncle died as a result of an accident that happened 2 years prior. The lady that caused the accident, she's probably out living her life. And we no longer have my uncle. Bro, I think about how my uncle died, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know what that woman looked like that caused that accident, you know. But man, I wish I could have a conversation with this bitch. Right? I wish I could have a conversation with this bitch. So basically, she sideswiped him. She sideswiped his motorcycle. His motorcycle ran into the back of another car. He flipped like 20 feet in the air. Concussion. I think his skull might have been fractured or something like that. His spleen was messed up. Lungs was messed up. Broken ribs. Some spine bruising. I remember seeing my uncle, and I used to ask my dad, like, yo, is Uncle Martian okay? And my dad used to say, yeah, you know, after the accident, it kind of affected him a little bit. But I remember looking at my uncle, bro. And then one day I got the call, oh, your uncle's in the hospital. But this was 2 years after the accident. He went to the hospital with a headache, a brain bleed. A brain bleed, bro.
happened completely unnecessarily bothers me. The fact that I lost my bike, the fact that I injured myself unnecessarily bothers me.
Yeah. Sue.
I'm driving down the street. A guy rolls up to a stop sign, doesn't come to a complete stop. I'm watching him. He looks both ways, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. There's a stop sign there. He's going to either stop or he's going to go. This man didn't make a decision until I am literally in the intersection. Mind you, I have the right of way. As soon as I'm in front of him, he decides to go, and we just collide. I fly forward. I slide for about 5, 6, 7 feet on the floor, which is what caused all this stuff. And I ended up cutting myself on something during that accident, and that's the reason why I have these stitches.
Damn.
I was put in an ambulance. I was sent to the hospital. And this is the first time in my entire life that I realized that your life can be taken in an instant by the doings of someone else.
Yes.
I was doing everything right.
That's a fact.
Proper safety, had my helmet on, everything.
That's a fact.
In a situation like this, someone else almost cost me my life.
Yeah. Bro, that's exactly how we feel. Like, we no longer have my uncle, and we don't even know what the lady looked like that caused the accident. And technically, I ain't gonna say she's not at fault because he died 2 years later, but we know it was because of that accident. I wanted to get a motorcycle. Every once in a while, I still think about getting a motorcycle. But the only thing that has stopped me was because I've lost people on motorcycles, right? Now, what he said about your life can be taken because of somebody else, this is facts. If you seen the live stream, that car accident that I got into where the person hit me in the back, that was caused by somebody else who had nothing to do with the accident. Now, granted, the lady that caused the 4-car pileup, she wasn't paying attention. So she hit her husband. Her husband hit the guy behind me, and the guy behind me bumped into my car, right? But I had to stop because somebody 2 cars ahead was not paying attention. Somebody 2 cars ahead was not paying attention and abruptly stopped to make a left turn. So because he abruptly stopped, I had to slow down. And it caused a chain reaction. And guess what? He didn't get hit. The guy in front of me didn't get hit, but that chain reaction. So they caused something in that chain reaction. Boom. That happens to motorcycles every day. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. It was a young lady I used to work with. She was in a motorcycle club. I remember how happy she was joining that club. And we used to have the weirdest conversations because she wanted to sleep with damn near all the dudes that was in that club. Anyway, one weekend, she came to work. She just wasn't herself. So we got to talking, and she got to explaining how somebody in her motorcycle club passed away. A guy in her motorcycle club passed away. Now, how did he pass away? He was speeding. He definitely was speeding. But somebody ran a red light. A soccer mom ran a red light. The way she explained how this accident happened, she said the bike split the minivan in half. And I'm not even going to describe what her friend looked like or what happened to her friend as a result of him being on that motorcycle and that motorcycle splitting that minivan in half. Being in a car isn't 100% safe, but being on a motorcycle, man, you're risking a lot for that adrenaline rush. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe.